Hi guys, welcome back, and I'm very excited to bring you the results of all your votes for England's greatest 15 of the professional era. If you haven't had a look at the previous 3 videos and put your votes on, please do it. Sure, it's not going to count in this video, but that vote's going to keep on ticking up and we'll see where it goes. So, I did short lists of 5. Sure, they weren't perfect, and I'll mention a few changes I might have made, but I think we've got a good result, and I'm really happy, not just pretty happy, really happy with the team you guys have selected. I'm going to go through the results, say what I think, say what's surprising or not, and how maybe I might have differed in a few places, not many actually. So straight away, here's the front row, loose head prop. Now, a lot of you pointed out Leonard played loose head prop as well, probably more than tight head, but I didn't want Leonard going up with Mako Vunipola, and indeed, there you go, there's the results. 57% to Vunipola compared to the closest second, 13% to Sheridan. So just a huge win for Mako Vunipola. Yeah, he's one of the best around. When he's on his game, I mean, he's quick, he's powerful, he's got great hands, he can hold his own in the set piece as well. Interesting that Sheridan came second. A lot of you in the comments were talking about Corbisiero, who really did have it all. Maybe he just didn't play enough for England to prove he was the greatest, but he could have been actually, which is interesting. And Roundtree picking up some votes, so all those loose heads picking up some votes. And maybe I really should have put Trevor Woodman on that list as well. I did go through every single England player, and for some reason I didn't put him on in that list. But everyone getting votes there, Woodman probably would have picked up a fair few votes as well. But I think Mako Vunipola would have won anyway, so he's straight in at loose head. On to tight head. Here's the results. Closer, much closer. You guys love Jason Leonard, and you really like Carl Sinclair as well. So Leonard's in, so my kind of plan there worked. I thought Leonard deserved to be in. So Vunipola and Leonard both in there. Sure, Leonard's playing on the tight head. In a few years, maybe Sinclair will overtake him. I don't know. Just a pure number of caps though for Leonard. He was very quick and dynamic in his younger days. Maybe people remember him a little bit slower, just maybe more set piece in his later days, but that's just normal for any player, to be honest. Vickery, close as well, played a lot for England, British and Irish Lions as well, and Cole picking up a few votes as well. So they're the props. Mako Vunipola, Jason Leonard. Fantastic. A good mix there as well, actually. I like it. At hooker, here's a bit of a surprise, and where I would differ slightly. I'd have gone for Steve Thompson as my number 1, purely because physically, I mean, he had something that not many hookers had, certainly at the time, that huge size and power, which is better than Jamie George's size and power, but Jamie George is technically brilliant, one of the best around, and maybe because he's a bit more modern, maybe that's why I picked up a few more votes, I don't know, but Jamie George is in. Very well deserved. I might have gone Thompson. Let me know if you think either of those are right. But that's the front row. Mako Vunipola, Jason Leonard and Jamie George in the middle. Great front row. Looking at the second row and the back row, well, the second row, there's just no competition. The back rows are a lot closer. So let me put up the first second row list. Martin Johnson just absolutely smashes it, 84%. Courtney Lord's picking up a few votes as well. He is a great talent as well. But Johnson, as a player, was fantastic. As a leader, was fantastic. So yeah, that's why he took it. I did have a Toje Fursey in that list. A lot of you pointed out they didn't want to vote head-to-head Johnson or Toje, so I moved a Toje to the second list. It's just both of them played number 4, really, mainly, but I think that was the right call to move it. And indeed, let's have a look at Toje. Even more a percentage than Johnson, 89% to a Toje. Only Kay really picking up a few votes there as well, a few for sure. But, absolutely clear as day, Johnson and Toje, in your opinion, are the greatest of all time. And I agree. Blindside flanker, another one where there are a few contenders here. Here it is, 58%, so over 50% for Richard Hill. And I'd agree. But, there's some other players picking up some decent votes there. Haskell over Tom Croft. I thought Croft might have got more than Haskell, actually. On pure talent, maybe Croft would take it. But longevity, maybe Haskell. A lot of you maybe liking his personality, as I do as well. And Worsley and Wood picking up votes as well. But Hill is in there on the blind side. Open side. This is a little bit of a surprise for me. Here's the results. Tom Curry, 43%, winning over Neil Back, 26%. Both picking up a lot of votes, not a huge amount in it in numbers actually. That's amazing. Tom Curry only 21, only 20 odd caps in, and already you're saying he's the best you've ever seen. And on performance wise, I can see why he would match Neil Back for sure. But Back's done more, he's played more games, won the World Cup, a bit more streetwise. I would have gone for Back at the moment. In a 5 years time, if Curry's still playing, maybe it does go to Curry, but that's how much you rate him. But Moody picking up votes, Robshaw and Underhill all picking up votes. So yeah, pretty close on that one actually. Number 8. I was in a little bit of a quandary with this one. Here's the results. You've gone for Lawrence Dallaglio at 60%, and I think I would have gone Lawrence Dallaglio. Sorry, not Mako. Billy Vunipola, very close as well. 35%, 65 votes. On pure performance, at their best, it's very close. Maybe even Billy would edge it on the power and his handling. But for what he's achieved in the game, his leadership, his ability to play all across the back row maybe, don't know if that's relevant, but I'd have still edged Lawrence Dallaglio in that battle. We'll see if Billy keeps picking up caps and performances again, that would get closer. And the other three really nowhere near at all. So there we go. Back row is Hill, Curry and Dallaglio at number 8. Into the half-backs and scrum half, let's get it up on the side there. Matt Dawson just smashing it, 73%, over 200 votes. And Youngs is the second best, but nowhere near, to be honest. Kerr picking up votes as well. A little bit surprised no one voting, well, not many voting for Bracken. Andy Gummersall's mum gives him a vote. I actually think Gummersall's really good, but it's really clear. Matt Dawson winning the World Cup, what he's done with the Lions as well, and I think on actual peak ability as well, I'd probably go for Dawson anyway. He makes it scrum half. Fly half. Okay, I hadn't put Farrell in this category. I'd put him at 12 for the reasons I explained in the previous videos, and this is kind of why as well. Here's the result. Wow, just absolutely crushing, nearly 300 votes for Wilkinson. The closest next is 5, so Wilkinson takes it. His kicking, his tackling, amazing. He's not the perfect player. I mean, other players are slightly better in certain areas, but as a whole, Wilkinson easily the greatest England have ever had. So half-backs, the World Cup pairing of Dawson and Wilkinson. Centres. Now this was interesting. Inside centre was surprising. I had Farrell, Greenwood, Barrett, de Glanville, Turner Horn. I probably should have actually put Cat in there. Not sure why I didn't. I had considered him and not put him in, but I should have. Don't think he'd have won, but yeah, anyway, that's corrected. Here's the result. Farrell takes it. 64% of the vote to 34 for Greenwood. I'd pick Greenwood. It's close. I'm a little bit surprised. Let me know if you voted for Farrell and why over Greenwood. Greenwood was a centre who could play kind of 13, he could ball handle a bit, he could kick a bit, he was a really great all-rounder, very difficult offloading, good to play off, just thought he was a great inside centre. Farrell is an excellent 10 playing centre very well, not sure he's greater than Greenwood at the moment, but you know, he's close, but you've gone for Farrell and what a player Farrell is, so fair enough, your decision is final. And an outside centre, big win for Manu Tuilagi, 71%. Interesting, I thought Tyndall would have been a close second, and he's not at all. Gus got your second, even though he only played a couple of seasons in the professional era, so clearly you rate him a lot, but Tuilagi takes it, so it's the midfield, Wilkinson, Farrell, Tuilagi. Very interesting, a dual playmaker again. Finally, the back three. On the first wing slot, left or right, whatever it's going to be, we've got Johnny May absolutely smashing it away, 86%, nearly 300 votes again. You guys rate him highly, I do as well, completely agree. He's been phenomenal for England in the past few years. Not only his speed and try scoring, but his all-round game is now world class as well. Cueto coming in second, which is a good call because he was a brilliant all-rounder. Didn't quite have the pure physical ability of May. Simpson, Daniel picking, and Healy and Luger all picking up a few votes, but really very clear Johnny May. Then on the other wing, Here's the result. Another 86%, the same as May for Jason Robinson. I could have put Robinson at fullback. I didn't put him in the fullback list because he played a lot on the wing as well. I saw him more of a natural winger, even though he did play a lot at fullback for England. And I didn't want him going head-to-head with a few of the guys in the fullback list as well. And I think it's pretty clear you want him in the team anyway. 86%, he's on the other wing. What a player, amazing feat, one of the best. And finally, fullback. This was Lucy, Brown, Daly, Armitage and Perry. And here's the result. Lucy takes it with just over 50%, which I agree with. But Mike Brown, very close on his heels actually. Not surprised about that in some ways, because Brown's played a lot for England, played a lot of good games, very solid. Daly sneaking in there as well with some decent amount of votes, and some for the others. But Lucy had it all. Hard as nails, great defence, good high ball, good kick, great running game, can link as well, could do it all. Fantastic attitude. I'd have him all day at 15. So that back three, just amazing. May, Robinson on the wings, Lucy at fullback, awesome. So thank you so much for everyone who voted and took part in this bit of fun really. Here's your greatest team, your greatest 15 of the professional era for England. Front row, Mako Vunipola, Jamie George, Jason Leonard. In the second row, Johnson and Atoje. Then in the back row, Hill, Tom Curry, Delalio. In the half-backs, we've got Dawson and Wilkinson. In the centres, we've got Owen Farrell, Manu Tuolangi. And on the wings, we've got May and Robinson and Lucy at full-back. That's amazing. What a great team. Would have loved to have seen that one play together. Thank you very much for your company. And until next time, I will see you then.